Emily, wake up. We need to discuss. Emily, I want you to marry Chief Raymond. No, Mama, I want Jude.
That night, Emily could not sleep. Her mother's strange happiness, the visit of the rich man, and Jude's sad face kept playing again and again in her mind. Just as the cock crowed very early in the morning, Madame Katherine shook her awake. "Wake up, Emily," she said sharply. "We have something important to discuss." Emily sat up slowly, rubbing her eyes. "Mama, what is it?" Madame Katherine folded her arms. "Sit down." Emily obeyed. "My daughter," her mother began, pretending to smile, "the rich man that brought you home yesterday, Chief Raymond Okori. He is very interested in you." Emily's heart jumped in fear. "Mama, please. I don't want him." Madame Katherine's smile disappeared. "What did you say?" "I said I don't want him," Emily repeated softly. "He is old enough to be my father. And besides, I already promised Jude." Before she could finish, a loud slap landed on her face. Emily screamed and fell to the floor. "Never mention that useless mechanic in this house again." Madame Katherine thundered. Tears streamed down Emily's face. "Mama, please. Jude is a good man. He suffered for me. He trained me. I love him." Madame Katherine grabbed her by the collar and pulled her up roughly. "Love." She laughed bitterly. "Can love buy you a mansion? Can love remove us from this hut? You want me to die in poverty?" She pushed Emily onto the bed. "Listen to me very well. Chief Raymond is coming tomorrow with gifts to see my family. You will sit down, you will smile, and you will accept him." Emily shook her head violently. "No, Mama. I will not marry him." Madame Katherine's eyes turned red with anger. "You must," she screamed. "If you refuse, I will curse you as your mother. You will never know peace in your husband's house. You will never bear children." Emily froze. In her culture, a mother's curse was feared more than death. She fell at her mother's feet, crying, "Mama, please don't curse me. I beg you." Madame Katherine stood over her, breathing heavily. "I did not train you and suffer all these years for you to marry a poor mechanic," she said coldly. "If you want to remain my daughter, you will accept Chief Raymond." Emily cried until her eyes were swollen. That afternoon, Rebecca tried to talk to her. "Sister, please be strong," Rebecca whispered. "God will fight for you."
Jude, my love, where are you? My daughter marry well.
But Emily only shook her head sadly. "Mama will destroy me if I disobey her." The next day, just as Madame Katherine promised, Chief Raymond arrived with his convoy. Cows were slaughtered. Neighbors gathered. Gifts filled the small hut, boxes of clothes, bags of rice, cartons of drinks, bundles of money. Madame Katherine danced around in joy. "My daughter has finally married wealth," she shouted happily. Inside the hut, Emily sat quietly in her room, her eyes empty. When Chief Raymond was brought to meet her, he smiled proudly. "Will you be my wife?" he said confidently. Emily's lips trembled. She looked at her mother. Madame Katherine's eyes warned her. Slowly, with a broken heart and shaking voice, Emily whispered the words that changed her life forever. "Yes." And far away, under a leaking roof in the mechanic workshop, Jude suddenly felt a sharp pain in his chest, as if something precious had just been taken away from him. The news spread through the village like wildfire. Emily is engaged to a rich chief from the city. Chief Raymond O'Curry has chosen Madam Katherine's daughter. People whispered in corners, pointed fingers, and shook their heads in surprise. That afternoon, Jude heard it at the mechanic workshop. One of the apprentices ran in shouting, "Jude! Have you heard? Your girlfriend, Emily. She is getting married to a very rich chief." Jude laughed weakly. "Stop joking. I'm serious," the boy insisted. "They said the chief came with many cars and plenty gifts. The whole village knows." The world suddenly went dark before Jude's eyes. He dropped a spanner in his hand. No, it's not true," he whispered. Without asking permission, Jude jumped into the same client's car he was still testing and drove straight to Emily's house, his heart beating like a drum. When he reached the compound, the place was full of people, neighbors celebrating, women singing, children dancing. In the middle of it all, Emily stood quietly beside Chief Raymond, her face pale, her eyes swollen from crying. The moment Jude saw her dressed in expensive clothes, his heart shattered into pieces. He ran forward, pushing through the crowd. "Emily!" he shouted. "My Emily! My love!" Everyone turned. Emily's body froze. Jude fell to his knees in front of her. "Why?" he cried loudly. "Why did you abandon me for a rich man? After all I suffered for you. After all the promises you made to me." Tears poured down his face. "Tell me it is a lie, Emily. Tell me you are not doing this." Emily opened her mouth to speak, but before any sound came out, Madam Katherine rushed forward like a mad woman. "Guards! Driver!" she screamed. She grabbed Emily's arm roughly and dragged her toward Chief Raymond's car. "Mama, please," Emily cried. Madam Katherine pushed her hard into the back seat and slammed the door. "Drive," she ordered the driver. The engine roared and the car moved quickly, carrying Emily away. Jude jumped up and ran after the car, shouting with all his strength, "Emily! Emily! My love! Don't leave me! Please!" Emily turned back through the glass, tears streaming down her face, stretching her hand toward him, but the car disappeared in a cloud of dust. Silence fell. Jude stood in the middle of the road, shaking. Then Madam Katherine turned on him with burning eyes. "You useless boy!" she shouted. "How dare you come here to disgrace me?" She pushed him violently. "Get out of my compound. From today, you are dead to this family." Jude collapsed to the ground, crying like a child. "Mama, you have destroyed me," he sobbed. Madam Katherine lifted a stick and chased him out, screaming curses after him. "Never come near my daughter again. Never." Broken and bleeding inside, Jude staggered away. And far on the highway, inside the luxury car, Emily pressed her face against the glass, whispering through her tears, "Jude, forgive me." Neither of them knew that this painful separation was only the beginning of a much greater tragedy, and an even greater destiny.